Music is a communication. The drum is communication, and telling your story through music, and that's what the African way is.
We are a proud people, loud people, a lost people, a beautiful people, an equally proud people, a proud people.
I'm spitting to you in your language, and I'm telling you about my culture, you know?
I want District 6 music to very much represent fair trade music that otherwise might not be as accessible in North America, more accessible, and do it in an authentic way.
David is independent like we are, and we didn't want to be together with like a big label for the first time, nowhere.
Again, Tumi The Volume was a perfect band to start with, just because I think what they represent is something really important right now.
Speaking really to North America, a younger audience who have, you know, some weird notions of what Africa is and the role Africa plays today in the world. A lot of the way that people approach you is like almost like on a charity thing. Like, oh, okay, you're from Africa, you know, how can we help you? You know?
We're not playing, let's say, tribal music. We're trying to play music of today, like bossa, hip hop, or
music. Music has to be a challenge.
There was something that in just Tumi's words that leave things with people and have a long-lasting impression.
It don't take a rocket scientist to get to them. Every man or woman got their own 10-minute. People of the light generated glow in the. I hear the wind whisper love. I'll be coming home soon. It don't take.
My mom was giving me stuff like Mzwakhe Mbuli, who's an old South African poet, who was like a protest poet back in the 80s, you know, in like, you know, very like aggressive, you know, like protest poems about the apartheid government. And KRS-One was spitting the same kind of, you know, message about the how oppressive the Reagan administration was, you know, and it was very similar. You know, for me, it all came together and made sense, you know.
76 was not a very good year. It was 76, the street blew and ebony mist.
I'm drawn to like the oral tradition, you know. Griots are like very important in like African tradition.
They
were the keepers of history, and you know they told the story. I only control the craft. I only control the art form. I only control how I come to you, how I spit it. But as far as what I'm saying, there's a whole line. You know what I mean? There's a whole reference point. There's a whole heritage where all that comes from, and that's the African way.
We started by playing almost like a soundtrack to what Tumi was writing. We're also like making beats as if we were like producers in the studio and like making beats for an MC, but we make beats like live as if we were like jazz artists.
In hip-hop we still got the opportunity to kind of express ourselves musically as well, because it keeps hip-hop always leave that freedom to do whatever we want to do.
To tell you that I'm from Johannesburg, city of lights, where life's miniaturized, where the street, you know what I mean? Like, it's just hard, like, to say that with a piano, you know?
Take this music and label it under like the African way on a hip-hop context is really cool, because it kind of opens a different approach to hip-hop.
I've always known this is special, the band stuff. I really feel, honestly, and I said it yesterday, that I honestly feel that we are going to change some things, you know, as Tumi The Volume, as you know, as Africans trying to find a space and room in the world, you know. I really think we are going to change some things.